This is the Battle Dog
This is
Model
Levi.
S. Levi Battle Dog Model S. His front legs are shorter than his back legs. He has no bottom lip. He has stuffy little eyes, and he's very cute. And he's actually up for sale on the
No, he's
workpals.com
not.
website right now. He doesn't play fetch. He doesn't. He's not potty trained. He does not sleep regular. He sleeps upside down. He likes to hang upside down. He barks all throughout the night, and he is shock collar trained though. Actually, they shock him apparently because he barks. But he's a really sleepy, just a really sleepy, chill guy, and he's up for sale. If you want him, just call in to 1-800 Work Pals Dog Rescue Hotline. He has very calming. He has very calming attributes. Welcome back to the Work Pals podcast.
I'm Erin.
I'm Noelle.
I genuinely didn't mean to do that.
Your day going?
Well, I've just been with you all day. So pretty bad.
Don't say it like that, bro. What are you doing? You have not been with me all day. You always gotta,
Could be better.
you always gotta say something. Yeah, I have a funny topic to bring up
All right,
that I
let's
was
hear
thinking
it.
about. So.
Oh, you know what?
What's up?
In the last episode, we never talked about your week.
Oh my god.
Okay, anyway.
I mean, I didn't. Well, so my week. We'll talk about it this time. I'm no longer at my current job.
Yeah, you had your last day.
I had my last day. Yeah.
They threw a little party for you?
Yeah. Yeah. It was super nice. Very
That's
nice.
cute.
Yeah, a couple different floors did something. A couple different friends from different floors. Um, yeah, it was really nice. It was very nice. It's kind of bittersweet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course, like I'm done with overnights because the hours are rough, and I do 5 days a week.
Yeah,
So
that's a
my
lot.
split is crazy. If I did 3 12s and then I was off for like 4 days, that would be fine. But like working 5 days a week overnight's not it. Um, and then every other weekend, and then every Friday night I was on overnights. Yeah, it just wasn't good. But it's bittersweet because like I love the overnight staff.
Yeah.
So like leaving them, it's just rough. You know what I'm saying?
How many years had you been working there?
I was 3.5 on overnights.
What?
3.5 years overnight.
Yeah. But how many years were you working at that hospital?
Total?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to say.
I think it was like 16.
Close. 18.
Oh my gosh. That's a
Yeah.
long time to be at one
Uh-huh.
place of work, like when you're this young.
Yep. So it's bittersweet, like leaving it, like walking away, and then like okay, so in 2015 I left to go to California, but it was different because like I left and I was like, well, I knew I was coming back because I'd already talked with my manager on like he wasn't able to hold my exact position I had because I was working in distribution at the time, and he could not hold that position, but he was like, oh, you can come back per diem and transport. So I was like, oh, cool, that's fine. But I knew I would come back eventually. But leaving it this time and looking at like still being with Yale, but leaving the campus of Bridgeport Hospital, a lot of emotions, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But overnights is not it. But I'm gonna see my boy Dustin.
I know you guys are going to be reunited.
Get that little sucker out of here.
He's asleep. You just woke him up.
Allergies, my allergy. That was mean. I apologize. I was just kidding. My dog allergy is about to go crazy right now.
Mine have been going crazy.
Yeah, so it's a little bit bittersweet. So this whole week has kind of been like a countdown of like my last shifts. And when I say I checked out the last like month, I was completely checked out. That last week of work, I was working really not, you know.
At least you went, because I feel like there were so many times you were getting somebody else to cover your shift.
Yeah, if I had enough PTO, I would have just had taken PTO for those last like 2 weeks. It was just not it. I also don't like saying goodbye, so I'm not someone who likes telling everybody I'm leaving. So like, I feel like I told the people I had to tell,
Mm-hmm.
and then a lot of people just found out from other people, and then one of my coworkers was just telling everybody like, because he knows it bothers me, so he's just being funny like, we'd walk and see people. He'd be like, you know, it's his last day, right? And they'd be like, wait, really? And I'm like, oh, bro, was I would not have told them. I just
Right.
would make a quiet exit. They'd be like, where's Aaron? Haven't seen him. Oh, he left. You know, and some people feel like that's messed up, but like, that's just how I am.
Yeah.
I don't plan on changing.
No, I think that's
Just like
I think that's
that
fair
part.
because there's so many people that work in the
Yeah,
hospital.
there's so many people. You tell the people I think you are close with, but like other than that, it's just like,
Right.
you know, because some people would be like, oh wow, take down my number, or take me on Instagram. Like we'll stay in touch. It's like,
I know I was going to ask like
eh.
cuz you have so many friends at work, do you like I don't it's so hard to keep in touch with coworkers when you leave the job.
Yeah,
How many of them percentage wise do you think you'll actually continue to talk to?
five
5%.
less, 3%.
Wow.
Yeah, the rest of y'all dead to me. Just kidding. I'm kidding. You're not dead to me. You little,
I mean, it makes sense. You can't keep in touch with everybody.
no, you understand? Like, it's just like you like, I, yeah, proximity friendships, bro.
Yeah.
Some people are your friends because you're in proximity with them, and it's not that it's no love lost when you leave and you don't keep in contact. For me, on my end, it's no love lost. Like when I leave somewhere, and it's like, yeah, if I ever see that person again in life, it's all love. But like a lot of us, like where we were cool, we'd see each other at work, but we didn't make plans to hang out outside of work when we're at
Right.
work. So why would it?
Why would we do that now?
Yeah, of course. Like if anybody hits me up and is like, oh hey, do you want to like do something? I'll probably say yeah, like if it's convenient, works with my schedule, but it's probably not gonna happen. So
Right.
start anew,
Yeah.
burn it all down.
You're going to make a lot of new friends.
I actually this new job, I actually don't want to make a lot of friends. I
Oh,
have
really?
enough
What's
friends.
your approach going to be then?
Got Dustin,
Yeah.
of course, and there's two other people who I used to know who work there. Um, Everyone else, I'll just treat them like really kind and just be like a good team member and a good coworker. But I think a lot of like there's like a personal bridge that this time I just won't cross with some people. Like, because you're bored, you're sitting there, you're talking with people, you start to like share a lot about yourself personally, and then they share personally. And I kind of think I want to like just really like create like more boundaries now,
Yeah.
and just like cool, like if you want to tell me about your life, that's fine. But I just want to like create some boundaries because I realize like, yeah, I don't really need or want any new friends at the moment. Unless it's like, some friendships are unavoidable. You meet people and you just really click, and you're like, that sounds crazy. Some friendships are unavoidable.
I know it sounds like you're
Yeah.
like, they trap you.
Nah. But I mean, like sometimes you meet people and you just click, and you're like, oh no, we're gonna be friends. You just
Yeah.
But like some people, you're more so friends just because you work there and you see them every day and you loosen up. This time, I just don't really want to loosen up.
Yeah. Are you afraid at all that like what if you get there and there's somebody you work with and you see them every day and you don't like them?
I'll just it's every single position I've been in. It's always been like that,
Yeah.
and so I've learned to deal with it really well, and I think this time I'm just where I'm at mentally and like who I am as a person. Like I think I'm ready to just handle it to a point where like if you rewind like 5 years ago, there was a coworker I had who did not like me, and I clearly did not like them, and it was very clear, and I didn't handle it how I should have. I still remember there was two times they were able to get under my skin enough where I like got out of character. You know what I
Really?
mean? Yeah.
I want to hear the story.
It's there was a one time that they blamed me for something. So like there was something that got delayed, but it was because they asked me to delay it because they were directing things that day. They asked me to delay it. Like they were like, "Oh, can you wait to bring this to this place?" And then they were getting reamed out by somebody like, "Hey, how come this wasn't?" And they said, "Well, Aaron didn't bring it." And I, in front of the person, was like, "What are you talking about? You told me to just wait, even though that person told me to bring it." And they were like,
Who was it?
"Huh?"
I knew it.
Yeah, but like I had to learn that that's just who she is, and everybody feels the same way I felt about her. So it wasn't like me. So like everyone felt that way about her, but people didn't feel that way about me. And it taught me a valuable lesson. Like, and I read this quote always will stick in my head. I've never had someone at work who didn't like me and I didn't like them who I wanted to be like. So there's never someone who I'm like, oh, I look up to that person. I want to be like them. And then somehow there's conflict with us. It's always somebody who I'm like, I wouldn't even want that person to like me. It would
Right.
actually speak worse about me if that person liked me.
Right.
And then she went to like management and was like, oh, Aaron's not a team player. He said, that's not my job. And then
But
like,
it wasn't.
yeah. And then so like when I was confronted about it, like, oh, such as I said, yeah. Yeah, I said it like,
Mhm.
oh, that doesn't make you look good that you said that. I said, and okay.
Are you going to pay me more for
Yeah,
it?
I was like, yeah, I said, and okay. I was like, it was something that was for her to do, and she consistently tries to have me do it. It's not for me to
Mm.
do. That doesn't make you look good. Okay.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean the person's a bad person. It's just like something that people do. And
Right.
it's like, I just personally don't like that. But it doesn't, I remember it affected me. Like back then, though, many years ago, it bothered me. Like it stuck with me. Where now it would just kind of be like, no, it is what it is. Like, I like, I've learned to like having conflict.
Mhm.
Not that I'm looking for it, but like I'm comfortable if there's conflict. So if someone just actively is like, doesn't like me because of a reason or is upset about something with me, I'm kind of like just comfortable being around it and them. It's just like, so me taking that mentality into the new job, I'm just gonna do my best, be a team player, over communicate, communicate. And it's like if there's an issue or someone doesn't like me or I don't like someone's character or like the way they are, I'm okay with that uncomfortability of just like having that feeling of like where before I feel like I need to leave, bro.
Right.
But I've noticed if you just stick it out, most of the time that person leaves or the like I don't know.
I mean, it's work. You just continue to be
Yeah.
professional and
Yeah. I also learned to have a lot of like empathy for people. Like if I hear someone's story, I kind of can understand why they are the way they are. It doesn't make it better. It doesn't make them right. It doesn't make them okay. But it makes me able to accept them a little bit more. So through, I forced myself to interact with that person post the conflict, and it's like it made me okay with them, though I didn't develop any more fondness towards them or like them or dislike them anymore. It just made me like, oh, that's just how that person is.
mhm.
It actually just has nothing to do with me. It's not a personal reflection on me or like anything. It's just kind of like okay,
Right.
you know. I don't know. So I'm excited to start anew
Yeah.
and not have to work throughout the night. I'm excited to sleep at night. Yeah, so my week was a whole bunch of preparing for that. Um, Mentally, physically, kind of resetting, trying to reset my sleep. Cause yeah, I mean, I'm glad I'm off Monday because I can reset my sleep.
Yeah, how do you feel like did you sleep last night?
I took a power nap, then I got home, and I just stayed up. Well, I went back to sleep. So power nap, went and did what I need to do. Went back to sleep at noon, and then I slept till like 6, got up at 6, did stuff between 6 and 12, popped some melatonin, forced myself to go to sleep so I could get up this morning. Now I'm on a morning schedule.
Oh, that's good.
So like I knew it would just be like just one like just some a hit of melatonin one night, and then now it's like probably tonight I'll probably go to bed at like midnight, wake up at tomorrow in the morning, do the same thing Monday, and then by Tuesday when I go in, be fine.
Welcome to the rest of your
Welcome to the
life.
rest of my life. I was on the internet, as I do be, and I there's this big old list. It's a post that kept getting things added to it, and it's about things that give girls the ick about
Ooh.
guys.
Okay.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna preface this by saying that some of these range from extremely petty to like legitimate things. But some of them I just read. So first, I'm gonna just read a couple of them that are on this list, and then I want to get your personal take on like the ick if you ever get it, and what is like your list, like what is like your top, what are your things?
Okay.
Okay, but some of these are crazy, right? Taste testing ice cream with a baby spoon, crazy, right? Drinking from a straw, getting off of a chair, so just sitting up off of a chair, bro. Doggy paddling while swimming,
I mean, yeah, that's a given.
running for the bus. Does that one resonate with you? Like a guy is late and he has to actually run for the bus.
I mean, I when I'm picturing it in my head, I'm picturing like
Mm-hmm.
a little kid running for the school bus. So it's really hard for me to imagine.
Mm-hmm. When they can't find somewhere to put their bag in the overhead locker on a plane. So you go to put the thing in the overhead locker and they're kind of full and you're
Yeah.
looking.
Here's the thing about icks. It's
Okay.
like it's all about how they handle it. Like, are they
Yep.
calm, cool, and collected, or are they all stressed all of a sudden?
It's why. It's why like guys have felt the need over the last like couple years to act like super nonchalant. Like, nah, it's not a big deal. Nothing affects me. Like, that acting like really, really kind of cool and a little bit like very, very composed. Because the second you have to try, or the second you just do something, somebody would be like, it gave them the ick. So I
Mm-hmm.
was at work the other night, and I was moving a patient, and I had to really like bend my legs and really put some muscle into pulling, and so I had to like widen my legs. And I'm like really trying, and then a girl at my job who was like helping me move the patient was like, mm. So it was good form. It was a really heavy task I had to do. So I go, that form was crazy, right? And she goes, actually, the way you moved right there just gave me the ick, bro. She like, you're trying a little too hard to move that. It was like I had to, but like it made me laugh and it made me think of this. I was like, wow, I go, we can't even really just live as guys. Like, you can't do anything fun. I saw a video online where a guy like was playing with his kid, like, woo, and his wife was like, ugh. Like, so what are your thoughts on it? Is it like, first of all, how would you describe the ick? Also, what are some things that give you the ick, as they
Okay, I
say?
would describe the ick as just something that's a turnoff to you.
Okay.
But here's the thing: I think icks are like completely dependent on the person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to think on the spot of like a couple. Maybe you could read a couple more so that I can be inspired.
I need to find the master list. So there's literally like a list, like apparently like there's a girl who, oh no, it's the reverse. There's a guy who watches all the videos of girls talking about it, and then he pretty much puts them all in a note. I'm gonna find it for you right now. It's really funny because some of them are like man, I can't even live, bro. Hold on, let's see.
Like if a guy bends over and you can see his butt crack, it's like that's an ick because how do you not feel that? What are you? 85?
85 is crazy. Wait, so I actually don't think that one is unreasonable. That one sounds like super reasonable because it's like, I agree with you. Like, watching football is an ick. Okay.
Disagree.
Getting cold. So a guy's like, I see you. Look at the way you look. Like a guy's like, ooh, oh, cold. Like he's cold. Like it's like,
Yeah, I guess if a guy reacted the same way
yeah,
I react when I'm cold, I'd be like, okay.
it's like, whoa, you didn't prepare for that, bro? You didn't look
Right.
at the weather? You didn't bring a jacket? You didn't bring a scarf on? Like, why are you cold? No, it's crazy. Well, guys walking downhill. You get that little walk downhill sway. A guy tying his shoe.
Mm.
Oh my god! Okay, does that
No,
work?
like I don't think that's a huge like you have to do it.
Okay. Uh, when you skip a step, like you're going up the steps, and you like hop two instead of doing the just every step.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like who are you doing that for?
Yeah. Because you sometimes it's efficient. Someone said sitting down is crazy. That's actually so crazy. Hold on, I got more. Bowling.
I just hate bowling in general.
Mm. Someone just says walking up steps in general. Um, doesn't put on his car blinkers. That's just dangerous. Hmm. Someone has someone has being hit by a car. It's crazy.
It's hard because a lot of the times when I think of it, I'm just thinking of like things that are genuinely or generally like bad manners for anybody.
I feel like you're being reasonable.
Yeah.
right? I feel like some icks are like like if a guy trips, like you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
he loses something. He loses, I guess, some type of
Yeah,
like
like that's what I mean by
aura
like
or like mystique about him. Like,
that's what I mean by like it's dependent on the person though, because I feel like looking back at like past relationships, there's not something specific I can think of,
mm,
but I know I definitely had gotten the ick at times because of like how they acted towards me, but it was because it was like specifically that person at that time doing that.
so you don't have any irrational ones.
I mean, I'm sure I do.
Someone has wearing flip flops.
I mean, yeah, mention wear flip flops.
Using a straw seems to be reoccurring on the list.
I
Like,
just feel like I've seen men drink out of straws and it's never
yeah,
really occurred to me,
yep.
but I'm going to be more observant now.
Um, Taking driving lessons is messed up. Like he's just trying to get his life better, bro. Um, Putting on bed sheets. Someone says using Apple Pay.
No,
That's crazy work,
I don't
bro.
think so.
Jumping on a trampoline.
I mean, yeah.
What?
Let me picture you jumping on a
I know
trampoline.
it looks crazy. So it's almost like that's why I feel like it's anything that someone said skipping.
Yeah.
Nah, I'd skip. I'd skip. So somebody said like there's a I looked up like a little bit of the psychology behind like what causes the ick, and it honestly says that it's like a fear of commitment and compatibility, and it's less in like the major things, and it's more in the minor thing. That's why it's like
Mm,
pinpointing minor things because the person already doesn't kind of see something with the person,
yeah.
and subconsciously or they're thinking about the future and they're subconsciously looking for a reason to not lock themselves into like
Well, yeah,
that or
I
that
think that
person.
it makes sense. Like it's
Yep.
well, it's also like this is a turn off to you, so that means this person's probably not your type or your cup of tea. So like
Mm-hmm.
the things they do are going to irk you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that about somebody else who does the same things.
Yes. I always think that like if a person is really just say someone's really attractive, I don't think the minor ick would matter. You know what I mean?
For you, right?
Yep. It'd be like I feel like guys maybe so I looked it up. I was like, oh, are there any that I'll pull it up right now. I was like, are there any that are common with guys? Because I was trying to think. I was like, do I ever like? Are there things that like just bother me? Like if I see it, I'm like, ugh. Um, but these are like real. This is what I feel like the ick means. It's something that's just like minor, right? Not
Yeah.
not like the guy's disrespectful.
Right.
That's not a just a ick. That's like a character flaw. The
Right.
ones for that guys have for girls are just feel like they're just like more like big character things, like not having decent manners. So a girl who doesn't have good manners.
Yeah, that's a, like
That's
that
just
applies to
that
anybody.
applies to anybody. A girl who's disrespectful to workers.
Same
So yeah,
exact thing.
that's just like bad character, right? Someone being a know-it-all, that's just bad character. That's not really like an ick,
Yeah,
right?
it's just annoying out of anybody.
Yep. Now this one kind of like borders on like a girl having long fingernails.
Huh.
That's just like a preference.
Yeah.
That's like you don't like guys who have long hair.
Hmm.
Guy has long hair. You're like, I really don't like long hair. Um, this now again, these aren't mine personally, so nobody come for me in the comments. I'm just reading off a list of things
Okay, let's
that
just
guys.
go read the next
Okay,
one.
wearing too much makeup.
Ooh.
That's you see why I had to handle that with care because I'm not because that's not something me personally that I would be like upset about or find, but like it's something that guys don't like. But these don't feel like icks. These feel like just like more like preference things. Um, Girls who are obsessed with astrology.
Ooh.
That's it. That's definitely that's for me definitely like immediately when I hear
Here's what I think like
yeah
differentiates an ick versus just not being your type is
yeah
an ick is something that happens with one person that you wouldn't be bothered by if it
with
was
another
somebody
person.
else.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's going to bother you about somebody else and that is not your type.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, it's like it's just not. It's not always across the board.
Yeah.
You know, um, what's it called? Like the way it's described, like the definition, like of it's like The ick is a sudden, visceral feeling of revulsion or disgust towards a romantic partner, often triggered by a minor superficial behavior rather than a major incompatibility. Like a major incompatibility is like, uh, you know, the person's unkept. They don't have good hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
You like people with good hygiene. That's not an ick, but it's something just like minor.
I have one.
Okay, there we go.
Um, in a previous relationship. So once again, this is like partner specific.
Yeah.
But in a previous relationship, like he had asked to go to dinner with my parents,
Yeah.
and we go, and the check came, and he took it and passed it to my father. Granted, I think that would be bothersome if it was anybody, but I've never seen it happen before. And in like the situation, like my dad wasn't like, here, give me that, like, you know. So it was just kind of in that moment where I was like, I am so turned off right now. Like, I like don't even like. I don't know.
Wait,
I
what do
remember
you-
leaving and
wait.
him being like, "Do you want me to come over?" And I was like, "No."
Wait, what do you mean? How he passed the bill to your dad?
Yeah, didn't even offer.
What is your? Did he not have a job?
No, he did. And my dad, not bothered. I don't think either of my parents noticed. But I just immediately was like, this was your idea to come to dinner with
I'm
them.
not gonna lie. That's crazy.
Right?
Like it's already crazy enough. Like you're like, here you go, baby girl. You hand the bill to the girl, but handing the bill to the girl's dad, like, here you go.
Yeah. I think I was already kind of like a foot out the door. So maybe it was
Yeah.
kind of just like solidified that, like, okay.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a little bit like.
I think, but in general, I guess if you don't even try to pay for dinner when we're with my parents,
Yeah.
because 9 out of 10 times my parents are going to say no.
Mm.
But like if we're on vacation together or something, like you should treat them at least once.
Yeah.
And if you don't offer, I just like that's weird behavior to me.
Gotcha.
Like I'm not going to go out with your family and not
Mhm.
offer to pay.
Yep. So if I had to like, if I just had to like find an ick, like I just thought about it, like I had to find like a male ick, like something if a girl does it, not that I don't like her, but it just kind of be like, I find it kind of like weird or a little. A girl who calls her like mother or father, like mommy or daddy, like, like,
Yeah, that is weird.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, I don't know, like immediately, because it's like, what are you, a kid, like I don't know, something about it just to me is like that's just weird, bro. Like
Yeah.
you probably depend on them too much. They probably coddle you. Like there's so many other thoughts that like pop up, but like
Yeah.
if I hear something like that, like it's kind of like
I that just gave me a vivid memory.
what's that?
I once dated this guy and like we kind of had to like be sneaky about it, and he lived with his parents at the time. And so like I was at his house and like his parents were asleep, and like when I was leaving, his dad came downstairs, and his dad said to him like, "Mommy's going to be mad if she finds out." And I just like, and this
Yeah,
guy was
yeah,
older
yeah,
than me.
yeah.
I just remember being like, "Whoa."
Yeah, mommy. Mommy's gonna be. It's like what is happening in this household?
Yeah,
Like,
I was like, this
yeah.
is weird.
I think it's just something about it is so like it's so weird to me. Like yeah.
Right.
Um. Um. I really don't have a lot, but like that's one that's just like, but like calling your parents mommy and daddy's like,
I think this is a good one, and I think a lot of girls would agree. If a guy has to scoot over in the car, like you're getting in after him, it's like you guys can just get in on separate doors,
yeah.
or the girl should get in first. But if the guy
Yeah.
gets in, and it's like they're long, like they're normally
Yeah.
taller, and they gotta scoot over, and it's difficult, and it's
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, just the process of that.
I feel like it's some like, and I hate the whole like the whole like nonchalant culture of us guys like feeling the need, and every guy will agree with me. You feel this need to be like so cool all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, just say a guy opens the door for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get in,
Yeah.
closes it,
Mm-hmm.
and then he hits like a little light jog to get to his door. Instead of just like walking normal, like real chill, he's walking, he gets in his, then he gets on his side. But he like hits like a little.
Doesn't bother me.
No?
As long as he's attractive and it's not an abnormal jog.
Yeah.
If it's like, I don't know.
So if a guy is very attractive, is there anything he can do that would be an ick?
Yeah.
Or is it kind of like overrided because
No, I think, and also one thing about like if they're very attractive, if they are over, like anybody who's overly confident to me is like, confidence is a good thing, but when you're overly confident and you feel like you're better than everybody else, to me that's just in general not people I like tend to want to be around, because it's like
Yeah.
you're so full of yourself that nobody else compares to you, like even your own friends, things like that, or like you feel like you're better than talking to some people. It's like, I don't know. So overly confident, definitely a turn off, I think.
Define something that would be like overly confident.
Mm,
Like 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 someone putting someone down.
no, more so I'm thinking more just like in a situation of like it's a group and you're at the bar and you're with your girlfriends and they're with their guy friends, and like a couple of them start talking and there's that one guy standing there who like is obviously attractive, but he's not really like chiming in because he's
Mm,
just like, oh, like, yeah, these aren't the girls I'm going to associate myself with. And it's
dang.
like, okay,
Yeah.
but your friends are like, you can still be fun and whatever, and you know.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And also like, I don't know, maybe your standards are way too high, you'll probably never get a girl that good anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. In the
I don't know
guy,
if I've ever been
hold
in
on.
this
In the
situation.
guy's head, he's just all shy and scared. He's like, I'll wait till someone speaks to me because like I don't really want to be a father. And he's just like,
No, you can like see it in the way they act though.
yeah.
Like somebody will try to say something to them and they're like standoffish.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder if there's a,
Shy is different.
yeah. Nah, sometimes people are shy in their head. It's like a girl who looks conceited in her face, and she's actually just mad shy, and so she's nervous. So it's coming off as like not reacting, like, but it's like, oh no, that girl's has anxiety, severe anxiety.
Yeah. Don't
I,
describe me.
I feel like there's also friend icks.
Okay.
So a friend ick is something that like when you're making a new friend, or it could be a friend you've had for a while, and it's something that they do that like bothers you so bad, like it irks you really, really bad, or if it's something that like if a new friend does it, you're like, I probably won't hang out with them again.
Okay, give
You
me
know
an
what I mean?
example.
Too loud.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like not in the right settings. Like so, of course, there's settings where you just are and you're acting kind of
Yeah.
crazy, but like they do that, but it's in a setting that like
Yeah, I get secondhand embarrassment.
yeah,
I That happens a lot. I
or
feel
they
like.
genuinely say something mean or embarrassing,
Mm.
or act like a certain way. I had a friend one time; he was allergic to shrimp. He's hard. He wasn't really like a friend, but like he was an associate, and he was allergic to shrimp, and he like the waitress came to take our order, and instead of him just telling her like, "Hey, I just want to let you know I have a shrimp allergy," like he was like, he goes, "Do you guys make shrimp here?" And we're all like wondering like, what's he gonna say? And he's like, and she's like, "Yeah, we do." He's like, "Well, you need to know I'm allergic to shrimp, so you can't be near my food." Like, and we're just like, bro, like, why are you acting like that? Like, he's
Right.
like, well, because I could die, bro. And it's like, yeah, but all you that's just not normal.
Yeah.
It's like things like that, things that are like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
That makes sense.
If someone coughs too much around me, actually, like a friend, if there's always like, like they can't get they're coughing a lot. I like, bro, you just
If it's every time, then yeah, I get that.
yeah. It's like I don't know what you're doing in your free time. But you gotta
Yeah.
put that vape down, bro. You gotta chill out, man, because you're coughing every other sentence. Um, yeah, I don't know. If someone doesn't like receive your interest well, so like you ask them about something and they share their interest, and then you go to share your interest and they just don't care about it. That's something I think as a friend you're like, nah.
Yeah, but I think I do that to you all the time.
Yeah, it bothers me. No, I get it. You're no, but like you do it because you don't like. How do I put this? No, like you're like, it's not malicious.
Right,
I can
right.
tell. It's just like there's the capacity for thought for some people isn't as some people brain big, some people brain small. Your brain, a medium brain, work, not the best. No, you mean well. You really don't like. It's like
No, it's true. Like, I'm not
yeah.
malicious. It's just like I'll zone out and I don't hear a word you say.
No, but you don't cut me off. So there's like I have really good friends, like 3 of them that I can think of, good friends, but they are conversation cut offers. So you see something, they're like, oh, I remember this one time, and they always like cut off and have to tell their story, and then they'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, and then they can proceed to cut you off. I have like 3 really good friends who do that, and it's funny because they don't mean it. Like now
Yeah.
you can tell when someone's like being mean or malicious. So if I were to tell you something, like be explaining something and you were being mean or malicious and you act like you didn't hear me, but I could tell you heard me, then I could tell, but like you just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I've started to do when people cut me off now?
What?
Is I wait for a chance to cut them back off.
Do you really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
That's so petty.
Like, I've caught myself doing it lately where they cut me off and I'm in the middle of saying something. And I'm like, give me 1 minute. I'm going to get back in there.
The crazy thing about being cut off is like they cut you off and then be like, I'm sorry, cut you off, but then proceed to finish. And by the time they're done, you either don't remember what you were saying, or when you go to finish what you're saying, they cut you off again.
That or nobody cares what you were saying anymore.
No one cares. Like, it lost its steam.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, yeah, I was at Disneyland. And they're like, I remember this one time I was at and you're like, it's like, oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
but you still love them.
I think that kind of is like,
you still love them.
I don't like when people constantly have to relate something back to themselves.
Yeah. I like have an equal or lesser story.
Like, say you're going through a breakup, like, sure, I could say like, oh, I get it one time for me, but it's like, right, but this is simply a different situation or whatever, and it's like, that's not going to make you feel any better right now.
Yeah, it's not.
Because you're just, I'm just going to end up talking about myself.
Yeah.
That's not the point of this. Like, I don't know.
It's a friend ick. It's something like, it's not like a friendship ender, because you might still be really good friends with the person, but it might make you go like, I'm not going to tell them, because like, I might not be able to get it out. Yeah. They're going to like, you know?
Well, I feel like sometimes if like a friend then like makes a story like about themselves instead.
Yeah.
I kind of, after like they tell the story, I'm like, oh, okay. And like end the conversation. Because I'm like, okay, why am I going to feed into this? We weren't even talking about you.
Yeah, like this wasn't, I needed you to listen and give me advice or digest it. I didn't need to, we weren't riffing stories off of each other, you know?
This
like,
isn't a competition.
Yeah, like, or, yeah. It's one of those, I don't know, a lot of people are like that though. I think they're not good listeners. That's the simple, you know?
Yeah, here's the thing is that even though I zone out, it's like mid-conversation with us, I'm a good listener though. Like if you came to me and wanted to talk about something that you needed like my advice on, I'm good at that, you know?
I think you remember the important parts of it. But if I am explaining, I've learned to also like only share Misha, big detail. Big detail! Large detail. Your brain, get small detail. No, like, no, I try to streamline information for you because like you're my friend. I understand that like sometimes you have the capacity for 3 sentences, not 15. About us, about no, it sounds like I'm being mean. I'm
no, you're so valid.
But only about certain subjects. If it's something, when it's social subjects, you don't zone out. I've noticed that. So social subjects. So if I'm talking to you about something that happened in a like in a relationship or a problem, social subjects, you don't clock out. It's more like if it's a technical subject. Yeah. I got about 3 sentences before like.
But also, you have to realize that you're an over-explainer. You're explaining color grading to me. It's like, you're like, well, I have to go to this app, and then we do this and this. And I'm like, just say you gotta do it.
I think you're more of a show and less tell person. I think if I was showing you, you'd be like, that. But I think explaining it with no visual.
That's so true.
Is like.
My learning, like, all growing up, like, if you're just talking, I'm not absorbing it.
Yeah.
It needs to be hands-on for me to learn.
Yeah, tell us in the comments if there's anything we do, even if you don't know us in our personal life. Are there anything we do that just is like irritating during the podcast? Like,
I'm more interested in that.
All right, That concludes this episode of the Work Pals podcast. Why don't you tell us in the comments some things that give you the ick? Whether you're with your friend or whether you're in a relationship. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Right?
Can't wait.
Yep. Take care.
Bye.
Make your way out. All right, if you're still...
Get out of here.
Go home. Get out of here!